What's up, everybody? It's Sid and Millie back with another episode.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about a show that we've been watching, kind of binge watching a lot recently.
Facts.
I never thought I would say that I watched this show, to be honest, but here we are, and I am kind of obsessed.
And which show are you referencing here?
The show in question is Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
Yes. For those of you who are into survival shows, those sorts of things, obviously you've probably heard of Naked and Afraid. It's been around for a long time. I mean, decades at this point.
Yeah, so long.
There's like 18 plus seasons.
Yeah, so many seasons. We need to try and find all of them. We've just been watching whatever's available on Hulu.
Out here. Yeah.
It's like what, season 11 through what? 18
yeah,
or 19,
but then some of them are on hold right now.
What's going on with that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hulu,
we'll be watching
free our episodes, Hulu, please.
Truly, come on, please.
But yeah, I think Naked and Afraid is arguably one of the hardest survival shows that is out, right? I mean, they're given one survival tool. They're sent out into the middle of different locations all over the world.
Naked. No
butt
shoes.
Ass naked.
No shoes, no underwear, literally butt ass.
Literally nothing at all. And it's just survivalist, like people literally like working in nature, like trying to survive for 21 days. It is, that's essentially the premise of the show.
The premise of the show.
Yeah. But what have you been like enjoying about it? Like since you got into it, obviously, like you got into it. So.
I mean, there's a lot of elements. There's not only like the survival element, but there's also the people element, the social element, and like how the dynamic works between either if it's two people, they sometimes will do three people, or a tribe, or like fan episodes. Like there's so much variety, which I think I really like in that, like about the show. Because you can.
That's such a good point.
So many different perspectives.
100%. You hit the nail on the head. Like the show is so versatile. You get so much from different episodes. All different sorts of people from different walks of life are trying to just prove their survival instinct. And because every episode is different with all of these, they've done women's only tribes, men's only tribes, people trying to get a comeback after they had to tap the first time. Like they've done
do like
all
the mentors.
There's so much versatility in the show, so you never really know what the next episode is going to bring.
Right, and it just never really gets boring because of that. Like there's really so many different elements. Sometimes, like you said, you'll see repeaters, so you're like, we know them, we've seen them before. And then like that's such a cool element because I feel like, I don't know, people, I'd never do it. I would never do it.
We should preface this by saying they have these things called super fan episodes where fans of Naked and Afraid will like volunteer to go onto the show for a shortened like experience out in the wild for 14 days. Exactly. We just want to preface this by saying we will never be those people.
We are not those people.
That is not for us. We are not built like that. We see the people suffering and we believe them.
We know that they're going through it. I mean, they're dirty. They have to build fires. They have to fight off wild animals sometimes.
Yeah, they have to boil their own water. Think about like things like that, like necessities that humans need that we just have access to.
Yeah.
When these people are getting out there, they are literally scooping up like dirty brown sediment and poop filled water and plopping it on a fire.
Nah, I am not built for that. I am not built for that.
Valid. Most people are not.
No shower, no brushing your teeth, no clean drinking water. You have to hunt your own food. That's a pretty interesting aspect about the show.
True.
And hunting.
Definitely. Because we chatted about that. We were essentially saying like, the people on the show, when they are massively hungry, they're going out hunting, trying to catch animals. And we've seen it so many times where people get like genuinely emotional and like, very sad and shed tears over the animal they just killed. And we relate that to like people's connection to the food we're eating, right? Like,
absolutely. Well, I just feel like people don't really think about that. There's really a lot of disconnect from the food that we're eating, especially the meat that we're eating. Like people don't really necessarily think every time you're eating a burger, oh, this was a cow.
This was a living
being that was killed and like ground down to feed you, your family, whatever. Like, yeah, I just feel like it kind of brings that humane human element.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't have to be out there hunting.
Right.
This
They're
is all a
making that
choice.
decision. Yeah, that's very true.
But yeah, I
once
feel like
they're in the survival situation that they volunteered for, they're then actively like showing a ton of gratitude and appreciation to the animal
that they're catching and hunting.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
and yeah, I think that is such like a cool element of the show, because people need to have that connection, need to have that appreciation for the things that we have access to.
Yeah.
The access to food, the access to a grocery store, the access to water. Like, those are things that, like primitive humans didn't have access to. And yeah, humanity is definitely, we've obviously progressed enough where that isn't fully necessary. Right. But the reality is that we're only like a Wi-Fi shutoff away from people actually having to make some decisions about, boiling water and stuff. And there are cities in the United States that have had water boil advisories, right? Like, so it isn't that far away. So yeah, I think it definitely highlights some appreciation for the little things.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that is one of the things that I like a lot about the show is just like the aspect of, I mean, like we said, we'll never be there. We'll never be doing that.
Yeah.
And it's just like cool to watch and see and know of the things that people would have to do in those situations of like, obviously your brain searches for like helpful things in your memory. So, if we ever needed to build a boma, we know how to build a boma.
Yeah. We know how to build. I don't know if we have.
So yeah, I feel like we've learned a lot from watching the show.
Yeah, I've just been watching Jeff, Waz, Gary, and Dan. Watching them, get the fire started. Yeah, I think we could do it.
Oh my god, no, actually, I'm dead.
Oh man,
but yeah, I feel like that is cool because we'll see other episodes and be like, do this. We saw someone else do that. We should do this.
Yeah, literally.
And then we'll turn and look at each other and be like, we're never doing
this. We're never doing that. Yeah, which is crazy because we did see that couple go on there, and that was like an interesting dynamic.
That's right. That was an interesting dynamic.
But I also really love like how they go all over the world. Like, I know obviously the people who are on the show love just shouting out Africa. But guys, you're in a country on a continent, just so you know. The same way when you're in North America, you don't say, I'm in North America.
Right.
No, you would say which country in North America you're in.
Right. So, or like you'll say what state you're visiting in the
Exactly.
In the United States.
So please, to people on Naked and Afraid, if you wouldn't mind just saying we're in South Africa or we're in what country, just say the country when you're in Africa. Just saying, you guys are generalizing an entire continent together, and the continent has tons of different topographies and geographies.
Well, it sounds like some people might think that everything in Africa is just desert. Because when it's cold, we've heard people say, I never thought Africa would be like this. And I'm like, well, Africa's a lot of different climates, a lot of different landscapes. Yeah. So did you do your research on where you were going to be in Africa?
Exactly. So that drives me a little crazy. But I will say, like, the South African safaris and areas that they've been on, definitely cool survival areas, because there's a lot of different terrains you can get from just one.
Animals.
Yeah, definitely.
Animals.
They have like island ones where they're out on the beach or on a beach area. They've got jungle ones where they're out in like Guyana and other places trying to survive. So it's just like really versatile. Like you literally
and they've done like cold ones. There was one in like northern Montana or something, and they were out in the snow. I was like, are they serious? Naked?
Yeah,
naked.
Definitely. I know. But yeah, I think also one thing that we really liked was when there were those mentor episodes. So essentially it'd be like a known survivalist, like not necessarily a Naked and Afraid survivalist, but someone who was like more trained in the field.
Yeah, I think it was Naked.
It was Naked.
Yeah, I think it's all people who have like done Naked and Afraid as the mentors.
That's sick. And then they would like mentor like a rookie in the field, like go out and try and like help them along and stuff. And then they would like join into like a bigger group.
Yes.
I think those episodes are always cool where they like do the tribal stuff.
Honestly, because I feel like it adds an element also of teaching and like seeing how the more experienced survivalist gets along with maybe someone who doesn't really know as much, and then like, you know, see that dynamic of like, do they get annoyed about having to tell this person everything that they need to do, or like, are they having a good time teaching them? I love like the dynamics.
The dynamics between the people, the personality dynamics are always interesting. Some people get along like perfectly, like they've known each other before, and some people just butt heads and nonstop. And like, in a survival situation, like it just makes it tense.
Honestly, and that's like the last thing that you would want when you're out there. You're hungry. You're thirsty. Facts. You have to like work every second of every day to keep your fire going. Yes,
because they always need the firewood to scare off the predators and things like that.
Stay warm and stay warm. Cook food, boil water,
everything. So like firewood basically is a full-time job.
Literally.
Improving the shelter is always like the full time.
Getting food.
And then
like there's so many things.
Because at the end of every episode, they have this thing called the personal survival rating.
Right.
PSR?
Primitive survival rating.
Survival. I was like, I couldn't think of the P. But essentially they like rate people's survival like on this scale out of 10. And then they show us like the before and after the episode, like how much weight. How much weight they lost over the time.
And that, like, it's crazy.
The progression of people over just 21 days. It doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it is when you're not.
Truly. Oh my gosh. People will lose like 30 pounds, 15 pounds.
So you're looking for a little quick diet?
I know. We'll always joke about the Make It Afraid diet. Just a little protein here and there, and then nothing else. But what do you think about like the tapping element?
I think the tapping element is important. I mean, obviously it's like, again, these people are making a conscious decision to go out there, be out in the wild. So it's like, you sometimes do have to weigh up an earlier decision you made in your life to the reality you're facing right now. It's like you might have signed up for the show thinking, oh yeah, I got this, I've got the skills, but then that hunger might just hit you different on day 5 or 15 or whatever it may be. And then obviously like the weather element. It's like
the weather, sometimes it's like freezing or it's downpouring and your fire goes out and you can't build another fire because everything is wet. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we're looking at them, we're like, you should have elevated your fire.
Your bed's not on the ground, mate. Why isn't your bed elevated? That's why you'll so
stay
cold.
Warmer.
But fix the shelter, mate. Fix the shelter. It's about to rain. You don't hear the thunder in the distance, and you're not building a roof on your shelter.
Not putting something over your fire to keep it from going out.
I know, crazy. Come on, guys.
But it's like so funny too, because you don't really think of the element of like your brain doesn't have the like needs, the nutrients and everything. So your thinking is so everywhere. And
Facts. Well, we were saying we think that it's like you got to be a little, like a good bit of brave to sign up for the show, but you also got to have a good bit of crazy mixed in. Right?
Like absolutely.
You're choosing to do that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and can we just say you're not out there for your kids?
Yeah. Some people's motivations are so weird.
Did your kids ask you to go there? You're
leaving your family for 20-something days. Do you think your kid even remembers why you left? It's like, guys, you're out there for yourself.
I know, like if you want to be out there, then be out.
Yeah, but don't blame it on your brats. It's your decision. It's your decision. The kids didn't tell you to go.
Truly.
I know people are all about, oh yeah, I want to prove my bravery, prove to my kids never to give up. And then it's like, it rains one day and the hypothermia is setting in, and then it's like, right, I got to tap for my survival. So, you know what I mean? It's just like,
literally, or you get med tapped because you're literally getting hypothermia.
And it's like, your kid probably would have preferred you not put yourself in a life or death situation. I'm just go out on a limb. Like, shout out to Waz. He won the $100,000 in one of those challenge seasons that Naked and Afraid has. But otherwise, these people are just doing this for the experience. They're just doing it to do it. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like you have your own internal motivations, and that's okay. Just say that. Just say you want to prove it to yourself. don't put it on anyone else. That is my ask.
Yeah, 100% agree.
It's just
with you.
kind of crazy because again, you're out there suffering by choice.
Why? This is your choice.
But I will say, as we know now, as I just kind of referenced with like they have these other competitions that actually are for money, and essentially some people do make a career out of Naked and Afraid.
I know.
There are some people who have spent over 200 plus days in the wilderness via the show.
Yeah, it's just so much.
And that's pretty nuts. Yeah. So some people live for it. They love doing the challenges. They love proving their survival skills, and they just keep going back and back and back.
Literally.
Which is pretty mind blowing. So there's some people who obviously tap and probably never look back, but then there's people who are successful and get obsessed with being naked in the wild.
I know. And I mean, I guess do you. Do you for real?
It's not for everybody.
It's really not, obviously. But like, people
it's like
will dedicate like decades of their life to like being on Naked and Afraid. There's like Jeff or whatever in this last one standing season we're watching. Like he has like over 250 days, and he's like the longest survived out there.
Yeah, that's like nuts.
So crazy.
So I mean, maybe there is some lucrative element to it. Maybe once you get out of like your challenge and stuff, but still, like I mean, at the end of the day, like when they're out there, it is brutal. Also massively entertaining. Like,
we love it.
Like it's obviously we like survival shows, so it kind of depends on like what you're into. I mean, we literally watch everything. We don't really discriminate. But
we just like it.
But these specifically, they're just so versatile, so unique. I love seeing like the human and nature interaction, and like different bomas, all the different ideas. You know, people have different ideas. They are always different looking fish traps, different like hunting style. Like,
it's like so interesting to see the primitive survival and like see how people go about different struggles and having to figure out solutions to different problems and things that we would never know. But it's just cool learning about it even for ourselves and just like seeing how people go about things.
100%. And the commentator / production, they do a good job of like giving you that information. So if they show an animal or if they show a plant that like a survivalist is interacting with, they'll then give you the description, like tell you about it, which also informs the viewer of like, oh, that's the plant they're trying to eat.
Yes, because it's kind of educational too, which I think is also why we really like it.
Facts,
like in that sense. But one of the things that I just like have been cracking up about recently is that just like think about the fact that somebody has to watch all of this footage and edit out all of the private parts.
All the genitalia. That's a lot of blurring.
That's a lot. You gotta zoom in, make sure you're getting everything.
Everything,
See, does this frame show something, you know? Like,
facts though.
And then like the producers, when someone's tapping, having to walk over there, they're like crying, just fully naked and just,
that element is pretty funny. Like the editing, I can't even imagine how long it takes to edit a single episode of this show.
I know. I'm like, I'm not a video editor, so I don't really know.
Probably so long. Because like you said, if you're breaking it down frame by frame, that's going to take hours.
Yes. And like, that just has been cracking me up recently. Someone literally has to watch these naked.
Someone's full job is just blurring
editing
genitalia for Naked and Afraid. Hey, they probably making money though because the show's successful.
I mean, the show's great. The show has so many different spin-offs and things.
There's so much to offer. When you were about to say that, it made me think of the thing that's been cracking both of us
What's
up. Is the commentator. They'll be like, the crew will be somewhere and it will like show footage of a lion out in the distance. And it'll be like, predators stalk this area and lions drag human-sized prey away with their teeth with the bite force of 100 semi-trucks. You know what I mean? Like the commentator says crazy. Like this is the most dangerous animal on this side.
This is the most poisonous snake in South Africa with no anti-venom. So
literally, there's no way causing cardiac failure in under 10 minutes. We're like
We're pressed for these people every single time. We're like,
but where are they getting the footage? Because I'm like, is this the same episode, or you guys have a deal with National Geographic? They throw you guys some footage and you guys insert it.
But then they'll show like the night cams.
Oh man, yeah.
We've seen some crazy night cams with like the hyenas trying to get in the boma and stuff.
Some with the elephants,
the elephants, some hippos, the rhinos.
Yeah, man.
Oh
there's just so many animals out there. So many. And yeah, I think like there's so much. I mean, we're gonna keep watching a little bit of what is it? What are we watching now? The
Last One Standing?
We're watching a little bit of the Naked and Afraid Last One Standing right now, so we'll probably chat about that soon. Just again, there are so many subsidiaries in the Naked and Afraid franchise.
Yeah, so they have all those XL ones, which we'll have to try and find.
Yeah, no, that is the most frustrating part about these sorts of like series, is like trying to find a place that consolidates everything.
Everyone has their own little like bit of the show.
Yeah, so Naked and Afraid, like the main body is on like Hulu, and it's almost majority. But then like you got to go to Amazon if you want to watch some other. You got to have Discover Plus if you want to watch. It's crazy, man.
It's just too much. Just
at this point, just give us back cable TV. Honestly, at this point, because we're flipping just as much between between the different. Anyway, that's a whole other video.
Yeah, that's fully up.
Well, anyway, those are our thoughts on Naked and Afraid. It's a show we watch and enjoy, and we figured why not chat about it.
Yeah, why not?
So yeah, we'll continue watching, and hope you do too.
Yes, please. So if you made it this far,
thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Peace.
Bye.